What is the best attic insulation? Before we talk about the best attic insulation, let's talk about the importance of actually having insulation in your home. There are three ways your home loses and gains heat: convection, conduction, and radiation. Convection is the transfer of heat by moving air. An example of this would be in the colder months when it's cold outside and you go and turn your heat on and the heat rises to your upper floor. This is an example of convection. Conduction is the transfer of heat through a solid material, and radiation is the transfer of heat in the forms of electromagnetic waves. An example of these two together: when it's hot outside, the sun radiates heat to your roof. Then the roof radiates heat to the ceiling. And then the third, heat is conducted through your ceiling and radiated into your home, which causes your home to be hot. Here's an example or an image from the Department of Energy, and it shows your suggested R value in your area. An R value establishes your rate per insulation you have. Does my house really need it? We give free inspections, so please give us a call. What we do, we first start off with an inspection. The best inspections are done with flare guns, which measures heat and it shows where it's being held or lost. We then find out your current R value and your square footage. After the inspections are done, we provide you with a report of our findings and give you options on making sure that you're in good shape for the next seasons. Why should you add more insulation? A flare gun is a great tool that our inspectors use to figure out where you're losing heat or gaining too much. Most homeowners go into the attic only to exchange their air filters and have no idea that they could be throwing money down the drain with their monthly energy payments. Think about the wear and tear it's causing on your unit when it's having to work a lot harder due to insufficient insulation. And trust me, it's far more expensive to replace a unit than adding a little of insulation. The common builder code here in Georgia is an R30. And in most cases, to get back to code, customers only need 3 to 4 inches of T.A.P insulation installed on top of their current insulation to get back to code. So you'd be surprised how affordable it actually is. The cost of insulating will pay for the upgrade itself over time and leave you with a more enjoyable home. The common types that are available. The two most common types are blown-in and batt insulation. Blown-in insulation is installed with a machine through a tube ran through your house, and the batts are installed manually to fit in between the joists in your attic. The batts cause gaps which are not perfectly filled, so the blown-in is definitely a way to go. Some of you guys may have the white fiberglass insulation. Fiberglass insulation does work, but it needs to be consistently checked for peak performance, and it needs to be done multiple times owning your home. Why T.A.P Pest Control Insulation? T.A.P insulation is permanent. You will never have to do it again, unlike fiberglass. On an average, most customers see a reduction in heating and cooling costs 32% a month when reaching the recommended value of an R49. What does it contain? T.A.P contains borax-treated recycled paper, which are only allowed to be handled by a pest control licensee. It's treated with fire retardant treatment for cases, wires in an attic that are live. If rubbed against something or a rodent chews on it, it will spark and it could cause a fire. This will not burn. It also is sound deadening material for outside noises, and you'll never have to worry about insulating again. It kills bugs, it saves money, it absorbs sound, it provides a perfect fit, no gaps, it's fire resistant, it's used with all natural ingredients, and it's permanent. Give us a call today for a free estimate. 1-800-750-BUGS.